Hi, I'm Marvin Plackett, and today is Friday, July 24th. Greetings to all residents, to all staff, and to all guests worldwide. So once again, we continue to have 4 active cases of COVID-19. 1 resident who lives at King's Crossing and is currently in the hospital, and then we have 3 staff, and hopefully all 4 will recover soon. So right now, on our main campus, we have no one with active COVID-19, and therefore our dedicated COVID unit at Episcopal Church Home has in fact been deactivated because there's no one there. And we of course will promptly put it back in service if someone from Episcopal Homes needs to be transferred from the hospital to our TCU, to our transitional care unit, or our dedicated COVID-19 unit. But then once again, so right now, no cases at all here at Episcopal Homes, other than the 1 person at King's Crossing, but they're in the hospital, and therefore our unit has been deactivated. We're not, as I mentioned before, we are not accepting any residents from a hospital that have active COVID-19 unless this is their home and they're being returned to their home from the hospital. But otherwise, we are not accepting anyone else onto our COVID-19 unit. Okay? Remember, Governor Walz put in place a couple of days ago, it starts tomorrow, actually probably starts at 12:01, midnight, right after midnight tonight, or at midnight, where there is a face mask mandate throughout the entire state of Minnesota. I'm very pleased about this because even though here at Episcopal Homes, of course, the face mask policy practice has been in place since March, so nothing changes on our campus with residents, staff, guests, vendors, anyone else. That's been in place now for several months, so nothing changes here. However, indirectly, of course, with this face mask mandate in place now throughout the entire state, that helps us. That helps us indirectly because it should limit the spread, and it will reduce the risk of those of us that go home after work, those of us that go out shopping somewhere, those of us that go visit a person wherever in society, if those of us that go to our places of worship, etc. With the face mask mandate in order, it is going to keep everyone safer. We all need to cooperate with that. We all need to do our part at protecting one another, protecting ourselves. Thank you for your vigilance. And now, this has nothing to do with COVID. Many of us have known Bob Hardman. I was recently informed that Bob Hardman died. It's now maybe a couple of days ago, or just short of a couple of days ago. Bob Hardman and his wife Susan lived at Cornelia House for many years on our campus. They lived for a while also in other places on our campus, but have been with us for quite some time, several years. And I indeed am going to miss Bob a great deal. Prior to COVID, I would see Bob and Susan very regularly, so I know many of you saw Bob and Susan regularly. Bob was our chaplain at Episcopal Church Home from 1990 until 1999. And so I've known Bob now for 21 years, starting in 1999. At that time, of course, there was only Episcopal Church Home, and Iris Park Commons opened in 1991. That's all we were. And now we are 10 communities, and in any case, excuse me, sorry about that little tickle in my throat. Just outside our chapel here, where I'm in lead chapel at Episcopal Church Home, and there's a picture of Bob. Excuse me, if I had a glass of water right now, I would take a drink of that. Sorry folks, I do not have COVID. Anyway, there's a picture of Bob recognizing his years of service here. Many of you know that Bob had Bob had Parkinson's, and Bob's son Jesse did a couple of really special, very moving, very special oral documentaries, you might say. I don't know. I would call that an oral documentary. You might call it something else. Sorry, Jesse, if I've blown that. And they were on NPR as a national public radio. If you go to NPR as a national public radio.org, npr.org, and do a search and put in Bob Hardman, Hardman, Bob Hardman, and both those stories will pop up. One was done in 2006, and that was with Linda Wertheimer, big name in NPR, and the second one was done in 2011, and that was with Scott Simon, weekend edition on Saturday mornings. Both are really, really special, deeply moving. Strongly recommend that you listen to those two. Again, one was done in 2006, one in 2011. Susan has requested that you not call her at this time. She said, you know, remember Bob in your own way as you've known Bob. She also said that an obituary will be coming out soon. She didn't know how soon, but she said soon. So whatever that means, okay? So I know that you share my feelings that we indeed are going to miss Bob. Special person, very special person. Okay, today is Friday. I will not be here the next 2 days. I look forward to seeing you back on Monday, 1:30. Take care, everyone. Be well. Wishing you a meaningful and enjoyable weekend. Bye-bye.